Okay, we'll call the 21st meeting of this Village Board of Trustees. Village of Depew, February 9th, 2026, and it's 7:01. Pledged by Trustee Kraft.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Just remain standing for a second. Within the depths of our being lies an untapped wellspring of potential, a boundless reservoir of strength. With unwavering resolve, may we recognize our power to create change, weaving transformation into the fabric of our personal lives and the world beyond. Let empowerment be the anthem that propels us forward, guiding us towards a brighter, more compassionate future. Thank you. Notification of the fire exits by Trustee Zimba.
The emergency exits are located to my left and to the rear of the room. In the event of an alarm or an emergency, please move in an orderly fashion to the exits and evacuate the building.
Need a roll call, please.
Trustee Morosky.
Here.
Trustee Zimba.
Here.
Trustee Kraft.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Adolph.
Here.
And Mayor Peterson.
Here. Okay, first up tonight is approve the board meeting minutes from November 25th, 2025.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I'd like to make a motion and move for its adoption to approve the board meeting minutes from November 25th, 2025.
I second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And that's carried. Next up, approve the board meeting minutes from our December 8th, 2025 meeting.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following motion to move for its adoption, that we approve the board meeting minutes from December 8th, 2025.
I second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And that's also carried. Next up, approve the board meeting minutes from our December 22nd, 2025 meeting.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following motion, move for its adoption to approve the board meeting minutes December 22nd, 2025.
I second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And that's also carried. Next up, approve the board meeting minutes from January 12th, 2026.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following resolution, move for its adoption, that we adopt and approve the board meeting minutes from January 12th, 2026.
I second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And that's also carried. And finally, approve the board meeting minutes from January 26, 2026.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I'd like to make a motion and move for its adoption. We'd like to approve the board meeting minutes from January 26, 2026.
I second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And that's also carried.
Good job, everyone.
So on public comment is be accepted on agenda items only in the initial portion of the meeting. Later on this evening, you'll be able to ask any questions, whether in person or online, on any topic. So tonight, we lead off our agenda with a resolution for permission to advertise for a public hearing for local law number 1 of 2026 for battery energy storage system. Who wants to give a little recap on this? Andrew, you asked some questions on this, right?
Yeah, it's okay. So we want to advertise to have the public here to be able to, discuss battery storage is becoming something bigger. State has come out with regulations on this, and when we say battery storage, it's not something you think of like a car battery. It's a very large piece of equipment where a lot of people are doing this as a form of revenue to charge the electrical and have the electric run so that the battery gains the system, and then they sell it back in the evening for a higher price. So the disposal of the batteries can be very not environmentally friendly, as well as at times can be abandoned. So we just want to make sure that the village is protected from any ongoings of this increasing revenue stream that a lot of people are taking advantage of. So
Yeah, I think in our neighboring municipalities, some people have already brought this up. And so we might be just a little bit behind on this, so it's a good thing we're dealing with it now. That'll be a public hearing, and that'll be on February 23rd, 2026. Next item, number 2, is authorize the mayor to sign an agreement with CGI, which is our group that handles the banner program. And again, Andrew, you were instrumental in getting this.
Yeah, we met them about 3 years ago at NICOM at the New York Mayor's Conference. We started a partnership, a company locally in Rochester. It's a win-win for the village. They do a lot of the legwork. They help get sponsorships on board. It costs the taxpayers $0, and all they want is a signed letter of recommendation from the mayor and approval. And we have generated 3 different separate iterations of the banners that go on across from Veterans Park and Fireman's Park, and it's really brightened up the village. And I know this last session with the veterans has garnered a lot of applause from the surrounding area. So we want to just continue that partnership.
They even pay for our crews to put them up.
Yeah, so actually we're making
pretty-
money if you look at it
pretty
in
cool.
a certain way, so.
Next item is to approve the fire department service award point. All of the fire department has produced each of the rosters of existing and former members of each company and how many years of service that they have. I'm going to turn to our resident, longtime fire chief here, Ryan Musilak, for a little more explanation.
Yes, Mayor Peterson. So a little short explanation on the Service Award Program is it started back in 1995, and it's an incentive program that New York State runs that the village adopted for incentive to retain our membership. Not only as a recruitment tool, but to retain the current membership. It's based on an incentive-based program for everything you make, amount of calls, amount of training you do, meetings, fundraisers, miscellaneous events throughout the community. You get credit, a certain amount of credit for each one of those events. And if you're active in the fire department and you accumulate up to 50 points a year or more, you're eligible to be in the Service Award Program, which you are able to accumulate $20 per year, up to 50 years, and at age 62, you start collecting until you either pass away or at that point in time, if it hasn't been a complete payout, then your beneficiary would get the lump sum of that. But it's not a freebie. It's not a give me. Not everybody gets it automatically. You have to earn it. So based on your participation level in the fire department on a yearly basis.
Thank you. Resolution number 4, approve the seeker for the Warner Road Culvert Project. So as many of you know, this past year we completed a project replacing a culvert over Morano Drive. This is one that we're going to be working on Warner Road, which carries a tributary to Skajackwita Creek. Villages are responsible for culverts, towns are responsible for bridges. That's the way they look at it. So this is a secret for it. Anything you'd like to add on this here?
No, Dave Britton, our village engineer, drafted this seeker. This is a type 2. This details the hard look the village and their engineering department took at the environmental concerns regarding the Warner Road culvert. If anyone has any questions about that, I'll probably defer to the engineering department, but I'm happy to try.
Okay, thank you, Sam. Item number 5, approve some budget modifications. Our administrator is moving some numbers around.
Yep. Some of it was grant funds that the fire department just got back. Some is it just moving some funds that he did get to different lines to pay for some other items.
Resolution 6, appoint a senior center van driver. I have the honor of doing that. Village administrator, our director of recreation and parks, and our one of our senior clerks, Melissa, interviewed 3 people for the job. We had 3 people that were interested. Candidates were good, and they had different qualities that came up in their interview. We have chosen one. And this is Megan Roper. I don't think she's not here tonight. But Megan is going to be down there. She's also doing things like the van driver, picking up everybody, taking them
Yep.
To their day trips.
Helping with bingo and
cooking
the
hot
snack
dogs.
and all of that. She's very excited to be there. I think she'll be a really great fit to our already phenomenal staff that we have down there and our, our fun, eclectic group of participants down there. So I think she'll be a great fit.
Great. Resolution number 7 is to approve another seeker for the comprehensive plan that the Village of Depew and the Village of Lancaster have been working on for in excess of about a year and a half. So we're getting down towards the end, and this is another requirement that that Labella and Associates required us to complete. From there, that's all of our agenda items, besides a few cleanup things at the end. If anybody has any comments or questions, Dave, anything on your mind tonight? Anything online?
My guess is going to be no.
No? Okay. Well, then we're going to rock and roll here with number 1, permission to advertise for a public hearing.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following motion and move for its adoption. The administrator is authorized to advertise a public hearing for local law number 1 of 2026 to discuss the battery energy storage system law. The public hearing will take place on February 23rd, 2026 in the Depew Village Hall Council Chambers, 85 Manitow Street, Depew, New York, 14043 at 7 p.m.
I second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And that has been approved. Resolution number 2, permission to sign the CGI agreement.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I'd like to make a motion and move for its adoption. Be it resolved that Mayor Kevin Peterson is authorized to sign the 3-year agreement with CGI for their services in the Banner Program.
I second that motion.
Need a roll call vote, please?
Trustee Morowski.
Yes.
Trustee Zimba.
Yes.
Trustee Kraft.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Ada.
Yes.
Mayor Peterson.
Yes.
And that's carried.
Resolution number 3, approve the fire department service award points.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following resolution and move for its adoption. Whereas the village is the sponsor of a length of service award program, parentheses, LoSAP, close parentheses, on behalf of the Depew Fire Department in accordance with Article 11-A of the New York State General Municipal Law, parentheses, GML, close parentheses, and whereas, as required by GML Section 219-A, parentheses 2, parentheses C, the Depew Fire Department has submitted the attached list, certified under oath of active members of the fire department, indicating those volunteers who earned at least 50 points during 2025 to qualify for service credit. And whereas the certification made by the fire department includes a statement that the points recorded on the attached list have tabulated in accordance with the point system adopted by the village to be in effect during calendar year 2024. And the best of the knowledge of the fire department is a true and accurate reflection of the activities performed by the active members. And whereas GML Section 219-A, parentheses 2, parentheses D, requires the Board of Trustees, parentheses Board, to review and approve the attached list, then return it to the fire department to be posted for 30 days. And whereas the board has completed its review of the attached list, now, therefore, be it resolved that the Board of Trustees approves the attached list of volunteer firefighters of the Depew Fire Department and the points earned by those firefighters during calendar year 2025. And be it further resolved that a copy of this adopted resolution in the attached list shall be returned to the fire department for posting for a minimum 30 days.
I second the motion.
Need a roll call vote, please?
Trustee Morowski.
I'm going to abstain from the vote.
Trustee Zimba.
Yes.
Trustee Kraft,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Adolph,
Yes.
Mayor Peterson,
And I'll also abstain. Both Bob and I are firefighters in the village of Depew, but we're going to both abstain.
3 yes, that is carried.
Okay, 3-0. Perfect, thank you.
Thank you, Board, appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
Yep, item number 4, approve the seeker type 2 determination for the Warner Road culvert.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following motion and move for its adoption. Seeker Type 2 Determination, Warner Road Culvert. Whereas the Village of Depew is considering improvements to correct deficiencies in the village infrastructure for conveyance of stormwater runoff and improve overall system reliability and service to the community. And whereas D. Donato Engineering Consulting Firm prepared the engineering report to identify potential alternatives to replace the culvert that crosses Warner Road carrying tributary to Sejaquita Creek. Whereas pursuant to section 617.5 C1, 617.5 C2, and 617.5 C6. Under seeker, this storm project is a type 2 action as involves the maintenance, repair, and replacement of in-kind of existing stormwater infrastructure with no substantial change to the overall existing drainage conveyance system. Therefore, be it resolved that as a type 2 action under seeker, this project has been found categorically to not have significant adverse impacts on the environment and no further review under seeker is required.
I second the motion.
In a roll call vote?
Trustee Morosky,
Yes.
Trustee Zimba,
Yes.
Trustee Kraft,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Adolph,
Yes.
Mayor Peterson,
Yes.
and that's carried.
Resolution number 5, modify the 2025-2026 budget.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I'd like to make a motion, move for its adoption. Be it resolved that the Administrator is hereby authorized to modify the 2025 through 2026 budget per the attached sheet.
I second the motion.
Roll call vote, please.
Trustee Morosky,
Yes.
Trustee Zimba,
Yes.
Trustee Kraft,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Adolph,
Yes.
Mayor Peterson,
Yes.
and that's carried.
Resolution 6, appoint a senior center van driver pursuant to section 4-400 of village law. I, Mayor Kevin Peterson, do hereby appoint Megan Roper to the position of part-time Village of Depew senior center van driver with a salary that is currently in the budget, and its effective date is February 11th, 2025. And I need a roll call vote, please.
2026, it was a Scribner error.
Scribner.
Our applause.
We just spent an hour and a half, we all missed that, and I said it. Thank you. Now we need a roll call vote.
Trustee Morosky,
Yes.
Trustee Zimba,
Yes.
Trustee Kraft,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Adolph,
Yes.
Mayor Peterson,
Yes.
and that's carried.
Okay. This is resolution number 7. Oops, got the wrong title right there. Approve the seeker for comprehensive plan for the Village of Depew.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following motion and move for its adoption. The negative declaration for comprehensive town and villages plan. Whereas the Village of Lancaster and Village of Depew, together with the citizens of the community, has completed the 2026 Joint Comprehensive Plan in accordance with pursuant to Article 8 of the Environmental Conservation Law. And whereas pursuant to 6 NYCRR Part 617 of the State Environmental Quality Review Act, Seeker A, notice is hereby given that
the Village of Depew Board of Trustees intends to establish itself as lead agency for the coordinated environmental review of a Type 1 action to adopt the Village of Lancaster and Village of Depew Joint Comprehensive Plan. Whereas the Village of Depew Board has reviewed the comprehensive plan and the full environmental assessment form, EAF, Part 1, has been prepared and is available for review. Whereas the board's environmental declaration and received input from the public and from other involved and interested agencies has taken a hard look at the social, economic, and environmental impacts of the adoption of the 2026 Joint Comprehensive Plan. And whereas the findings of this review indicate that the adoption of a 2026 Joint Comprehensive Plan will not adversely affect the natural resources of the state and/or the health, safety, and welfare of the public, and will help manage growth and development in the portion of the village in a manner that will have potentially beneficial impacts on aesthetics, recreation, economics, transportation, and community character. Now therefore be it resolved that the Village Depew Board, as a participant in the comprehensive plan, has determined that the adoption of the 2026 Joint Comprehensive Plan will not result in any significant adverse impacts on the environment, and a negative declaration is hereby issued based on the reasons as set forth in the environmental section of the plan and the full environmental assessment form and its attachments. And be it further resolved that the Depew Village Board recognizes the fact that the adoption of the 2026 Joint Comprehensive Plan incurs no direct environmental impacts, and that the implementation of any suggested actions under the comprehensive plan which may have potential impacts on the physical development of the village may require subsequent and specific seeker review. Be it finally resolved that the Village of Depew Board authorizes the Mayor of Depew to sign the environmental assessment form, which will act as the seeker negative declaration and authorizes the appropriate notices and filings.
I second the motion.
Need a roll call vote, please?
Trustee Morowski.
Yes.
Trustee Zimba.
Yes.
Trustee Kraft.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Adolph.
Yes.
Mayor Peterson.
Yes.
And that's carried.
Item number 8 tonight, we've received employment applications from the Rec Department from Megan Roper, James Schiffler, and Raymond J. Kraus. The department head reports the police for the January 2026 period.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make a motion that we accept the department head reports for police 2026.
I second that motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And that's carried. There's no unfinished and other business for tonight. Before we get to public concerns and comments, we'll just go around the room for our update from our department heads. We'll start to my right, our building department, code enforcement officer, Don Balefeld Jr.
Not too much tonight. We got one new business that has applied, should be opening soon. It's called Authentic Space, and Kate is actually the one that oversaw this, so I'm not too familiar with it. What I understand, it's some type of a beauty aids or something for eyes, lashes, things like that. So within the next couple weeks, that should be open. One thing we are having a large problem with is people removing snow from hydrants, from on their property, from their sidewalks, things like that. So I'd appreciate if people get out there and start to clean up. I know we've had a really rough winter, a lot of snow and ice, but we don't want people walking in the road. You know, if something happens, you could be held liable if it's in front of your property. So please get that taken care of.
I'm working hard at the Area 1 BOCES project.
Yeah, that's moving along. We got a lot of contractors in there, a lot of moving parts. I go in there and I'm jumping 3-4 different places. You know, just different contractors for each section: plumbing, drainage, foundations. You've got guys in there doing block work, electrical. It's a big undertaking, but it's interesting all at the same time. It'll be nice when it's done.
It's impressive. September 27, I believe, is when they're looking. Okay, we'll go down to the side here. Our Chief James McNamara from our police department.
Busy first month of the year for the police department. We handled 1,517 non-criminal complaints, 91 criminal complaints, 29 property damage accidents, 6 injury accidents, and one of those was a pedestrian. 35 total arrests, 25 of those were males, no juveniles. And we issued 94 tickets. Those are largely all overnight parking, snow ban tickets. Those are parking tickets, that is. And then traffic summonses, 328 for the month.
Awesome.
How's our new people doing? Good, huh?
Yeah, fantastic. They're all finishing up their first rotation through FTO, and they'll be moving on to Phase 2.
Awesome. How many female officers do we have now? Do you know?
I'm sorry?
How many females do we have now? Is it 6?
Yes.
I think it's 6.
2,
Oh,
Lieutenant?
6.
6, right? Yeah. Very good. All right, we'll go to the other side. Fire Chief Brian Musilak.
Good evening, everyone. Since our last board meeting, we've had 19 calls, 47 year-to-date. We had a pretty significant call on the morning of Thursday, January 29th, a house fire on Bellevue Avenue. It was a good response and a good stop by all firefighters on scene. I'd like to thank our local police department for their assistance at that call, along with our disaster coordinators, as well as our mutual aid partners. Buffalo Airport Fire, Highview Fire Company, Village of Lancaster Fire Department, Twin District Fire Company, and Forks Fire Company.
Oh, Chief, don't forget the geriatric crew out of the West End
With the
Rescue 7.
Well, yeah, I do, obviously, I appreciate
Yeah.
our own firefighters from our own department as well.
Yep.
But it
We
was a
got
good
there.
it was a good response. It was a good effort by everybody. It was a really cold morning with Arctic temperatures, and there was that creates other challenges, of course. But it was overall most positive outcome that we possibly could have had. With that being said, couple fire safety things. Please keep your fire hydrants cleared for us. We will go around. We did go around, I believe it was actually the few days before we had that fire. Thankfully, we did, because we needed that fire hydrant at Broadway and Bellevue at the corner, and it would have been buried if we wouldn't have went around and dug them out. So please, here again, if you can help us out at all, we greatly appreciate it. We will go around when there's large amounts of snow to clear them, to make sure that we can access them quickly if we need them in case of a fire occurs in your business or your house. Also, anybody who has a house on a slab and your water lines run above your ceiling in your common area, or what we would call cockloft area for storage, please, probably the best thing to do is probably maybe whether it be your sink, your bathtub, whatever the case it may be, just crack your faucet, let that water run at a very slow rate during these real Arctic temperatures. It'll keep that water moving and it'll stop it from freezing. We've had 2 homes in our village where we had burst pipes above the ceiling. Obviously, really cold temperatures we've been having. So here again, what you can do to help combat that is run your water at a really slow trickle out of one of your sinks, bathroom, kitchen, or your bathtub, or whatever the case may be. Sanitary sink station, but that will definitely help. That's it.
Okay. Down to our Recreation and Parks Director, Kep.
High school hockey starting, playoffs starting this week, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We got 3 weeks left of public skate, and just planning to getting stuff ready for the summertime.
Okay. Attorney Sam Alba from Legal.
Hey, those are very thorough Brian's bits. Thank you, Brian. The police department sent me to court this week. We had a red flag law hearing, which we were successful on, so that was great. We have our battery law that's being drafted in a public hearing in 2 weeks, so we're looking forward to getting that done. Couple of seekers, that's kind of obnoxious but necessary evil in New York, where we just have to confirm in writing essentially that we've taken a hard look at the necessary environmental issues, and we have, or other professionals have.
All All right. Village Administrator Virginia Kornkowski, what do you got for us?
We are starting work on the tentative budget, so look out for that in the near future, and we'll be doing some trainings on the website coming up soon.
A new website.
The new website.
Trustee Zimba.
The village has begun negotiations with our white and blue collar labor union for successor agreement. We are knee-deep into that, and we'll work diligently on finding something that's fair for everybody. That's all.
Trustee Morosky.
Just stay warm.
Okay, there's some words of wisdom.
You're really good.
Trustee Kraft.
Last week, we sent out the call for some young artists that would be willing to make Valentine's cards for our senior center for when they gather on Friday, the day before Valentine's Day. And I have gotten submissions from It's a Small World Daycare, so thank you. And a local Girl Scout troop will be dropping theirs off before then as well. So still time. I can take them till Thursday so I can have them ready for Friday. Thank you.
Deputy Mayor Andrew Adolph.
Thanks. I got a couple things. Want to announce publicly that we received our approval and are once again Tree City USA for the Village of Depew. Very proud of that in our applications. Thank you to the DPW department for additional information they've given me. So we're happy to keep that program going and be part of the Arbor Day Foundation, and we'll have our celebration, our Arbor Day celebration at the end of April. You can look on the website or the Village Facebook for that information. Additionally, I forgot to mention in pre-board, but last Monday I attended the Buffalo Niagara Waterkeepers, BWN. They had a workshop in regards to the Skajakwita Creek plan. It was held at the Rhinestone Library, so happy to dialogue with some of them. Right now they're working on a working plan for the watershed for the Skajakwita Creek. We're at the high portion of the creek, so it does pertain to Depew. And right now they're trying to put together an ecological restoration plan. My understanding of this is it could be beneficial to the Village of Depew if ever we were to apply for a grant in regards to any of it. But right now they're just gathering information, getting different ideas from people and what is relevant to them. Hopefully we could invite them also to maybe future events such as like Fall Fest or something to be available to the public. So that they can address it. Right now, if anyone is interested, you can go on their website, take an online survey to state what's relevant to you and the watershed. Again, the watershed is not just the water or the creek area itself, but the surrounding area adjacent to the creek, so they kind of want to know different people's stories. So right now they're information gathering, so feel free to go on the Buffalo Niagara Waterkeepers website and help them participate and let them know what matters for the Village of Depew. That's all from me.
Okay. For me, last week Friday, I attended the State of the Cheektowaga address. And then at 10 o'clock, all of us were at Assemblymember Pat Chodlinski's office as he holds a yearly meeting to get in touch with the Village of Depew, the Village of Lancaster, and the town of Lancaster. So we were well represented at his office that day. Let's see what else we got. Kevin, you forgot that you got additional public skates this weekend.
Yeah, I do.
You got a big deal this weekend. Got 3 days, right?
Yeah.
Nice. And I'm happy to say that we're closing in on our, finalizing our summer concert schedule. We have one more Thursday night to line up. And we're starting a little bit early this year. It's going to be on Thursday, June 18th. And we're ending the season 8 weeks later on August 6th. Gets a little bit on the dark side. That second Thursday gets dark around 8 o'clock, and it bumps up against the Erie County Fairs, so we're changing it up just a little bit. We have some exciting bands coming this year. We're opening with Cammie Clune and her four-piece ensemble. We have a Make Me Smile band. It's a Chicago tribute band. We have Fleetwood Mac tribute band that's coming this year. What else do we got going on? We have our normal CKSO, Lancaster Town Band, Terry Buckwald will be here. And hopefully we'll get one more to line up for the 30th of July. Okay, so that's all I have. If anybody has any questions, Dave, anything? What you got today? Dave's going to be going to the Town Cheektowaga meeting tomorrow. I know you're going to be
We're
there.
supposed to have company tomorrow.
Oh.
If they leave in time, then I'll go.
All right.
They work hard, fireball only. Given that I just paid my Cheektowaga taxes last week, do we have an amount of the west side of Transit Road, what we pay, part of the village that are paying Cheektowaga? Do you have that figure that, I mean, I probably won't bring it up at the meeting, but I go to each individual councilman and just let them know how I feel about that.
So you're talking about the one fellow that goes there a lot, and he was referring it to Peterson's private police force? Is that what it is?
No, just the amount everybody that lives.
Well, there's almost 10,000 residents that live over there.
Yeah,
And Chief McNamara, you were instrumental in putting together cost estimates of what that side of the village.
just an overall figure, so I could, get
Yeah.
tell the councilman.
So the figures that was shared from Chief McNamara in his office is that it's about $1.7 million that portion of the village might cost to police it.
Yes.
As you know, this year, we were successful in getting $100,000 additional credit. So it went from 500 to 600,000.
They made it seem like that's a lot of money, but to them it is, but
Keep in mind that you, myself, trustee Kraft, trustee Adolph, trustee Zimba, all pay Cheektowaga taxes.
Yeah.
And we're paying into the $20 million police budget that's
Right.
over there. So we're working on it.
I know, it is, I know they're struggling with their bills too, but, I hear some people get up and, I just disagree with them, and
Yeah.
I don't want to cause too much of a problem, but, I just, like I said, I want to get the councilman alone and just tell him that I just don't think it's right, and,
Well, that would be I'd appreciate it if you did. The more people that you hear from village residents that pay that amount.
well, it's not the first
This
time,
year-
I've been doing it for years now.
Oh, forever. It's forever. So this year, though, I think you might see your taxes didn't go up dramatically on that side. I think mine went up $8, Andrew,
10.
10? I don't know if you get your.
I didn't even-
Not sure.
I got one more question.
Yeah.
Now, it might have been brought up in previous meetings, but are there places that people could go if they were ever stuck out in the winter and their car died on them? Places they can get warm and stuff like that. With the firehouses there?
Well, our Office of Emergency Management isn't here tonight, but we have opened up senior center in other storms in which, it shut down the village and travel was prohibited. Chief Muslak?
Yeah, when we've had any major storms and we've had motorists stranded, it's a coordinated effort between our OEM disaster coordinators and PD and fire department to go out and we pick up these stranded motorists. And if they got to come back to the fire station temporarily for a short time, we do that until we can get a warming station open. But our disaster coordinators usually coordinate opening, like the mayor said, opening those warming shelters. And then we transport those individuals there and they're able to get, warm up, get food, get something hot to drink. And if they're stuck until the duration of the storm, I think the last one we had them up to probably 72 hours, give or take.
Yeah.
So, yes, we do.
I'm seeing more and more
And we
older-
usually try to pre-plan that ahead of time. Our village is very proactive in that, with the mayor and all our department heads, the police chief, the DPW superintendent, myself as the fire chief, and our disaster coordinators. So,
I'm just seeing, in my area, I'm seeing more and more older people, especially my street. They nobody's getting any younger, and we all seem to be getting older, and some people move out once in a great while, but then we get a young one once in a while, but a lot of older people live on my street, the next couple of streets.
And we also offer that if parts of the village are without power and it's extreme cold weather, we do offer that they're able to come to those warming stations and stay until their power is restored as well.
Well, that's another thing too, yeah, that power goes off and they're stuck.
Very good.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
All set, Dave?
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Thanks for making me feel important for about 5 seconds.
You are.
I'll have to tell my wife. She don't believe it.
We had another important guest arrive. Our Erie County legislator, Frank Tadaro. Come on up. You're at the tail end of our meeting. This is
I
open
appreciate it.
comment.
Thank you. I just figured, I was actually listening on YouTube to the meeting here because I just wanted to catch up and see what I'm walking into, I just was at the Village of Lancaster and recognizing them for the Tree City Award that they have, and I did hear you speaking on, did Depew just receive?
We just were approved as Tree City.
This is our
again.
very good.
sixth year. I believe.
Yes, correct.
Excellent.
He's our tree czar.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's great to hear. So I figured I'd just stop in and listen in and see what's going on in the community, and if there's any questions that are directed to the county, I'm here for you.
I just want to say publicly, I know we've recognized you before, you're a very big supporter of the Village of Depew. Many Erie County tax dollars has been transferred back into the village. Numerous projects, we appreciate all the help that you give us. I know one of the things we're working on right now is a new digital sign over at the West End Fire Company.
It's West End Hose number
West End
4?
Hose Company number 6
6. Okay.
on George River.
A lot to remember. So, yeah, that's it. I just wanted to stop in and just see how things are going.
Do you have any word on our new compressor that you bought for us too?
Compressor.
I think you did, right?
It's ordered. They sent an email to Kathy about delivery. She's got to coordinate with DPW.
Yeah. Your staff's been really helpful for us.
Yeah.
No problem.
Thank you, Frank.
Yep, I'm always advocating for you, so you
Yes,
guys
you
have
are.
my number, you have my cell phone.
Yep.
Mayor Pearson, I'd also like to, I know I did this in a past meeting, but recognize legislator too. He was able to give us, acquire some funds for us to revitalize our Fireman's Park Firefighters Memorial as well, which will be taking place this spring. So, thank you, legislator.
So it's my honor to serve, so Depew is a little piece of my heart, growing up in Claudette Court, so it means a lot to me.
Very good.
Beautiful.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Dave, you're important, don't worry about it.
All right. Anything online? We drew them in.
Right.
Yeah.
No, nothing.
See, I think it was the trees that caught us here.
Yeah.
Yeah, right turn.
Well, he's a business owner, a property owner in our village too as well, so.
Can I ask one question?
Uh-oh, sure.
How many total police people,
People that we have?
policemen and policewomen do we have total?
33.
Okay, so for years, we didn't even get up to 30, so now we have to have a full contingent now with 33 then, right?
We have another one coming, right? We gave you authorization for 34?
Authorization to get to 34. We're looking to get to 34.
That's good.
Yeah. And 3 new police vehicles coming about, another couple of weeks, I think.
Let's hope not that soon.
I have a meeting tomorrow. I'll know more.
We're working on it. All right, nothing else then? With that, go for claims and accounts.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make a resolution that the claims and accounts have been audited by the Finance Committee and approved for payment as follows.
From the general fund, $155,500.54. Nothing from community development, $959 from the sewer fund, and $93,589.54 from capital projects, for a total of $250,049.08.
I second that motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And that's carried. Now entertain a motion for adjournment, and with a moment of silence.
Yep, I'd like to adjourn the meeting here at 7:47, or I'm sorry, yep, 7:47 PM after a moment of silence for DPW staff member Debbie. Her father-in-law passed away.
I second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And that's carried.